Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Lady Marichu, and this is the House of Archons. So today I want to give you a story time, a little bit story of my life. Know me better now. A lot of people ask me, how did I end up being in the profession that I am in right now as a prison warden. So let me tell you a little bit of like a backstory, like years before until I made the decision to go there. So this happened. I finished my high school, and of course, like, parents want you to go to like university and stuff. And so I had to go to uni but me, I didn't want. Like, I didn't want to go to school at all. And it's not that I don't believe education. I do believe that education is the key to success, but it has to be the right education, right? The right knowledge. And I felt at that time when I went there, I went to University of Embu. I felt like I was not getting the right kind of knowledge to help me get to where I wanted to be. I've always wanted to be in the entertainment industry, just doing stuff in front of people. Yeah, that vague. But okay, so I went for a year, and then I decided that there's no need. I was studying criminology. So I was like, there's no need to waste my parents' money for 4 years, and I know, like, I know I am not going to pursue that line of work. So what I do, I told my mom that I don't want to go back. So this is like, I joined first year 2017, so second semester, this is 2018. So when I'm getting the courage to tell my mom that I'm not going back, it's late 2018 when I'm supposed to go for second year. So I was like, I'm not going back. So at this point, I'm like 19 years old, and then I'm doing a lot of stuff. There's some job that I was doing online, and then it was so much work. It was like online marketing stuff, network marketing stuff. It was so much work. I used to cold call people, like 30 people in a day. It was a lot, and then the commissions were too little. So I was like, not doing it. And then my mom was like insisting I have to go to some sort of a school. So I tried music school, and then it was too expensive. And then I realized that, well, I can learn how to like music instruments and stuff part-time. So I was like, this is not it. And so at the same time, I was trying to like go for auditions, in theater groups, any sort of auditions that I could get, but I was not getting substantial ones because, well, those ones, like the auditions that really matter, but if you don't know someone, when, way later. So I used to go to these forums where you have, artists and spoken word people and actresses. And in University of Embu, I was in the theater group there, and honestly, I was like the most talented, like acting wise, writing wise, scripting wise, poetry, spoken word poetry wise. And so I go to Nairobi, this big city of opportunities, and of course I meet other talented people. It was like so insane. Like, when you go to these forums where we have like spoken word artists performing, people are talented huku, but they are broke. They've been at it for years and they have never gotten their breakthrough. Unaneta nini ati unataka kuplay, unataka kuendelea, ama unataka kuona YouTube hiyo? Wacha nimalize, niko karibu kumaliza hapa. Hapo ndio una make videos. This is my brother. So after meeting all these artists, all these talented people, and realizing that they've not made it yet, and some of them are a bit old, most of them are way older than me. And so at this point, I realized that this is not this is not the way for me. Like, okay, not the way for me. If I want to break into that industry, I realized that that's not the way to go. So at this point, this is 2019, and at the point I'd already moved to Nairobi. This was around the time that it was just 2019 when I enrolled into music school, and I was at the same time trying out, looking for auditions, just trying to be everywhere at the same, trying to just look where I could get something to do art-wise, entertainment-wise. So at this point, my mind shifts. I'm like, kitambo, it would have been possible, like time ya kina Jalango, and they were trying to break into, like, you go to Nairobi and then you go to these auditions, you meet people, and then and then you make it. But then these days, everyone is so freaking talented. Like, if you want to make it, like, you really have to know someone, and you have to have money to pay people to, like, promote you and stuff. And huyo mtu mwenye unajua, mtu mwenye is willing to, like, take you to introduce you to people, share with you, like, you get the gist. And so I'm like, okay, now there's me who I don't have any money, I don't know anyone. There's no way I was going to compete with this. Not that I don't believe in my own talents and whatever, no, because you've got to have more than that. And I'm not the kind of person to chase people, and unajua mtu ni kujijua. And I'm not outgoing, like, I'm not extroverted. So I was like, I need another game plan. And so that's when the idea of starting a YouTube channel was born. So this is 2019. Yeah, this is 2019. And so at that time, nilikuwa naishi South B. So it just happened, like, there's a guy I knew from the same hometown mwenye alikuwa anaishi around the same area, na alikuwa na camera. So I borrowed the camera, and then we did one video, and then I don't even know where he went. And so I was like, okay, I need to buy my own stuff and nini. So nikaamua wacha tu nifunge virago zangu, nikarudi home kwetu. At this point, I'm 20 years old. So it's 2019, inaenda uko mwisho. So I'm talking to my mom, and I'm like, nisaidie ninunue camera, nifanye 1 2 3. She's not understanding. Yeye haelewi ni nini nasema. Hizi vitu, it's not making sense to her. And so I'm like, okay, huyu ni kama tutasumbuana. And then she asks me if I would be interested to go to this opportunity that she found, this prison warden stuff. I didn't even know that Kenya Prison Service is like a whole function. Like, I didn't know they existed. Nilikuwa fikiri watu wenye wanachunga wafungwa, they are like police, normal police. Maybe sometimes wanaenda shift huko kwa jela. And well, my dad was a soldier, so I've always had this thing for guns and, like, uniforms, and to have that whole experience of paramilitary training. So I was like, I'm just gonna go, and then that's like a means to be able to buy my own stuff, tuache kusumbuana na mamangu. And yeah, fast forward, now I started my own YouTube channel. We are still on the same path that I was in when I was back then. So that's how I joined. But then it happened to like mama ya mamangu, neighbor yake was a prison warden mkubwa. And so I don't know how they found out that they were recruiting people. And so my mother's mom told my mom, and then my mom told me, and I was like, yeah, why not? So I went for the recruitment, and I was taken in, and that's how I found myself as a prison. I never ever imagined that I would be one until like 2 weeks before I got recruited. I didn't know. Sikuwahi fikiria, but this nilijipata tu. Yeah.